one of my hotels that I stayed at in Osaka when I was there for a few months, it didn't have the fourth floor on it. Have you ever experienced like a building in Japan? Oh yeah, you said your apartment before didn't have a fourth floor.
So my mansion, bro. My mansion.
Excuse me, Masen.
Welcome to another episode of the Excuse Me Masen podcast. I am your host Saul, and joining me today is Scoey once again. Long time no see, bro.
What's good, everybody? Thanks for having me again.
All right, so today we're talking about superstitions in Japan and the relationship with the superstitions back home in the good old US of A.
Have you heard of the one that what I've heard was if you show your belly button when you're small, like a kid, you know, when they play or whatever, and you go, nah. They say, don't do that. Kaminari ga ochite kuru yo. The lightning is gonna strike, you know, or hit your belly button. And it's just a way of letting the kids know that don't show your belly button. It's not nice.
I never heard of that one. That's a good one. All right, that's a good one. So like with that, let's get started then. So the first one we have is, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of the listeners are going to know this, but the number 4. What's your reaction when you hear me say that?
The number 4, as in like me knowing it?
In regards to like Japan and whatever you know about the number 4.
I used to live in a mansion before, like mansion, apartment, complex, big apartment.
I was right about to say like, no way, bro.
Yeah, and then I don't think there was a number 4, honestly. If I can remember.
A number 4 apartment?
No, a number 4 floor. It wasn't written as number 4, I think.
Okay.
Was there?
All right. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So, yeah, so in Japan, the number 4 it's associated with death because to pronounce 4, you would say shi, right? Ichi-ni-san shi. And shi means death in Japanese.
Yeah. Shi.
Yeah, so the impact that it has on society basically is that many buildings in Japan, as you said, skip the 4th floor. Much like how in the US, a lot of the older buildings like hotels and stuff skip the 13th floor. And this number in Japan also extends to like room numbers. So the actual room number 4, hospitals, and even like product lines. Yeah, so in the West, right, people are afraid of the number 13. Like not everyone, of course, but it's rooted in like a different cultural and historical context. So like the reason why is way different. So in Japan, it's just because shi, right? Death. But in America, 13 doesn't sound like another word that's scary, right? Like,
yeah.
I think it has something to do with, was it the Knights of the Templar or something like that? I forgot what it was exactly, but.
I mean, if you put Friday and then the 13th, then I'm like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, everybody's that's scared of it is scared of it because of the movie, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually like rooted from like way, way, way back, like thousands of years ago, maybe.
Oh,
hundreds.
damn. Okay.
Oh, no, not thousands, hundreds. Yeah. I actually saw one of my hotels that I stayed at in Osaka when I was there for a few months. It didn't have the 4th floor on it. Have you ever experienced like a building in Japan? Oh yeah, you said your apartment before didn't have a 4th floor.
So my mansion, bro. My mansion. My mansion, bro. It didn't have a 4th floor. I was like, 1, 2, 5? What? And she's like, oh yeah, that's a Japanese thing. It's hard to explain. I'm like, okay, why? Yeah. But then eventually they told me. I was like, yeah, it's not really a good number. I guess they say it's like a bad luck number because it means that like death or same like you said.
Yeah. So we're already getting into the territory where it's like we're getting to understand that even Japanese people, just like Americans, can be pretty superstitious. Which brings me to the next one is the Japanese zodiacs or the junishi. So the Japanese zodiac...
Horoscopes.
Yeah, but horoscope is based on months, right?
Oh,
the Japanese zodiac is actually the Chinese years. So it's based on a 12-year cycle and each of those years represents an animal. And those animals are believed to have like different kinds of traits. So like they influence various aspects of life. So like your relationships, your career decisions, and like important things that are expected to happen in your life. And also, there's a 5-year cycle, and each year represents an element. So there's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And then the combination of your animal and the element of the year that you were born will have an effect on you. So there's 12 animals, 5 elements, and it's like a 60-year calendar. And then I actually made a list because I'm pretty sure like people are going to be interested once they hear like what I just...
Please explain. I know what mine is, so just like, but go on.
Okay. All right. So the personality traits for each zodiac is you have the rat. And the rat is believed, people who are born in the year of the rat are believed to be intelligent, adaptable, quick-witted, but they can also be manipulative people. Remember, this is a superstition. This is not me insulting anybody, okay?
No, but it seems so true.
And then the next one is the year of the ox or Ushi, right? So these people are hardworking, reliable, and patient, but sometimes they can be stubborn. And then the next one is mine and probably yours too, if we're the same age, is the tiger or Tora.
Ooh, we're the same.
Yeah, so these people are believed to be brave, competitive, and unpredictable, but can be moody. So I don't count myself as competitive.
Me too. I don't think so.
I mean, I've been in situations where I almost died and, the fight or flight.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the fight part came in. Not like fight as in attack somebody, but like fight as in
like to protect yourself
survive.
And shit. Yeah, to survive,
not be killed by the wave that's attacking you or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I get it. Wow, same. You're a tiger too. Nice. Rawr. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is the rabbit or usagi in Japanese. And these people are believed to be gentle, kind, responsible, and sometimes overly cautious. For me, like, I don't know anybody outside of my own. Like, I'm the tiger, and then, like, my wife, I don't know what hers is. My kids, I don't know what theirs are. But So yeah, I cannot speak to like whether I believe it's true or not.
Yeah.
How about you?
I know that me and my mother-in-law are tigers, and we're like cool like that, like you and I.
Cool like
we're
that.
Cool tigers, bro. So, but other than that, yeah, I know my wife is a boar, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think my daughter is a monkey. That sounds so funny to say. And my daughter's a monkey. No, but yeah. I got to look into that again because I think I probably but yeah.
I think the only thing that ever made me like remotely believe that this might be true is this one time I went to the zoo in Osaka. And when we got to the tiger enclosure, I was just like leaning on the thing and there was nobody else at that enclosure at that moment. It was just me and the person that I was with. And I leaned in and I was just looking at the tiger. There was like 5 or 6 tigers, but one of the tigers looked at me, growled, stood up, started walking like as close as it could get to me, and then stared in my face. And then after it stared in my face, like it turned to the side and then lifted up its leg and peed. It's like, this is my territory. Get away from here.
Thought like family or something. Oh shit! Wow, that's crazy. Like he really like felt a vibe between you and him, huh?
Yeah, it must have been because I don't know if you remember a long time ago, I used to have those, what was it called?
Twist sperm.
Twist sperm, yeah, twist sperm.
Twist sperm, yeah.
So my head was like,
I remember. Yeah.
Probably upset the tiger. What's with your hair, bro? That's messed up. Humans are not supposed to look like that.
You look like a lion, bro. Yeah.
All right, so the next one we got is the dragon or tatsu in Japanese. And these people are believed to be...
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it would be like Ryu,
right?
Or something.
Yeah, me too.
But it's tatsu for some reason. And then Yeah, so these people are believed to be confident, ambitious, and energetic, but can be arrogant. Yeah, so it's like all of these have like 3 good and then like 1 bad. But yeah.
I see.
So the next one we have is the snake, or in Japanese, hebi. And these people are believed to be
Kirei.
wise, mysterious, and intuitive. Yet they can be jealous and secretive.
That's such a snaky thing, huh?
You know, just
It's like-
the word mysterious makes me think of
Yeah.
Devin. I want to ask him now, like, hey man, what's your year? Are you a snake? If he says, yeah,
His
I'm like,
face. I can't
okay,
imagine.
I knew it.
Wait, I want to say it's wise, mysterious, and intuitive, but can be. I can't imagine Devin. Sorry.
Squirrely. Or slithery.
I
Sorry,
had to,
slithery.
I had to slither over there, bro. So, wait.
All right. So the next one we got is the horse, or uma in Japanese. And these people are believed to be enthusiastic, friendly, and free-spirited, but they can be impulsive. So yeah, whoever that is in your family, you can be the judge and tell us in the comment section of Spotify or wherever if it's true or not in your case. All right, so the next one we have is the sheep, or hitsuji in Japanese. And these people are believed to be creative, empathetic, and gentle, but they can be insecure. You know anybody that's a sheep?
No. Doesn't come to
Yeah.
mind. Yeah.
I think everybody who's an Android user would say that everyone who owns an iPhone is a sheep.
I guess I'm a sheep then.
Yeah, me too. Got the iPhone right here.
Yeah. You got an iPhone as well.
I'm a sheep tiger.
Sheep tag for real.
Next one we got is the monkey, or saru in Japanese. And these people are believed to be witty, curious, and versatile, but can be deceitful and mischievous.
That's my daughter.
You have any examples? Like what she did or how she is?
She knows what's going on. She wants to be her own boss at times, and she just, yeah.
Right on. Okay. So the next one we have is the rooster, or tori, which just translates to bird. But these people are believed to be observant, hardworking, and courageous, though often vain.
Vain.
Yeah. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You know that song?
No, I was going to think, I'm Mr. Vain. Or is it vain or vain? I think I'm probably wrong, but anyways.
The next one we have is the dog, or inu in Japanese. And these people are believed to be loyal, honest, and responsible, but can be pessimistic and anxious. So
That's probably the best one so far, huh? From these Zodiacs. Or maybe not.
I don't know, man. To me, like all of them are like a positive and like they're a well-balanced
They all
mix.
have a good. That's very true. Yeah, they all have their goods. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then at the
All
end,
right.
I'm also gonna make another point. But so the last one we have on this list is the boar, or inoshishi in Japanese.
Yeah.
So that's Pumbaa.
Pumbaa, bro.
Yeah. And these people are believed to be generous, straightforward, and optimistic, though sometimes naive. You said you know somebody that's a boar, right?
Oh no, that's my wife.
Okay.
My wife is a boar.
And is she generous, straightforward, or
Oh, yeah.
optimistic?
A little bit too straightforward at times. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and then I think an important thing to note is that, of course, every person is all of these things. But the idea here is that these people have those traits as dominant. So those are their dominant traits. And then they have everything else, of course, depending on the day and stuff like that.
I like that.
Yeah. So the next one we're going to talk about or the next superstition we have is blood type and personality, known as Ketsueki Gata in Japan. So like in Japan, many people believe that a person's blood type, whether it's A, B, AB, or O, influences their personality, their temperament, and their compatibility with like other people. This belief, also known, as I said, as Ketsueki Gata, it became popular in the early 20th century, which is the 1900s, right? But even up to now, people in Japan believe it and follow it. And this is the one that I said where like, I know from personal experience that people still believe this because like every once in a while when I meet a new person, like if I say something or if I do something, they'll be like, in Japanese, they'll be like, what blood type are you again? And then I'll tell them my blood type and they'll be like, I knew it.
For me, like I honestly believe those, a little bit of this horoscopes, I kind of see that it's pretty legit. And for the blood types as well, like I respect A's. That's all I gotta say is my wife is A, my boss is A, my supervisor is A, and I could totally see like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, what was that they call? I mean, because I remember since long ago they were like, so are you S or M? Do you remember that when people used to ask that? And I'm like, I don't freaking know. I'm S for Scotty, you know, like.
Yeah, it's sadist or masochist.
Oh, okay. And then, you know, all the Japanese people I met, they're like, you're freaking S, man. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't know at the time, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that one's actually not a superstition. That's a personality type.
I see. What is that one that they say in English? Though you're what's that word?
Introvert, extrovert.
Extrovert, extrovert. Is that the same kind of thing? No, that's different.
Extrovert just means like you're very outgoing, and introvert means you like to stay to yourself.
Ah, okay. So that's kind of different, huh? Okay. Well, okay. I thought it was like, I thought S and M is like introvert, extrovert kind of thing, but
yeah, S and M is more about control. It's either having control or wanting to be controlled.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. I never knew that.
Yeah, no problem.
Right on.
All right. So let's get to the next one. The next one we have is sticking chopsticks straight up in rice. And this one is pretty well known. I think it's one of the first superstitions you'll learn about in Japan because if you do it, like not a single person will look at it and not care. Like a Japanese person, even if they don't say anything to you, they're gonna give you a look like, "Hey, man, come on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
let me describe it. So sticking chopsticks upright in a bowl of rice is a big no-no in Japan because it resembles a funeral where they stick chopsticks straight up in rice as an offering to the dead. And it's linked to funeral practices and the belief that the dead should not be invoked during meal times. Yeah. And then they teach this one even to little kids. So it's like I said, it's like a huge taboo. If you come to Japan, do not do it. I mean, I actually learned the hard way. The first time I did it, I was visiting a friend and then they asked me if I wanted chopsticks or fork. And I was like, give me chopsticks because I learned it in Saipan. And then they gave me the chopsticks and then I was like, after I was done eating that for that second, I just stuck it in the rice and I was just like, see, now I don't have to like worry about putting it on the stand or anything like that. And they were like, no. And they pulled it out and they were like, don't you ever do that again.
Yeah.
That didn't happen to you?
I'm not even thinking about it. I was just like, yeah, whatever, eating. And then I just happened to like just went, you know, like.
Yeah.
And then they're probably like, actually, no, do you like this? You know, like, and I'm like, why? You know, and they're like, this one, no, this, like, blah, 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 like, not nice. Yeah, bad manners or something. I was like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, so there isn't really like a direct equivalent to this in America, but like you can just think of any kind of manners that you would have at the table. Like the most prominent one that I know of as a kid is do not wear a hat at the table. I've never been told to not wear a hat at the table.
Yeah.
But I never see anybody wear a hat at the table in a house. In a restaurant, yes. But in a house, no.
Oh, in a house. Okay, yeah. Because in a restaurant, like anywhere I go, everyone's wearing, I mean, not everyone, but yeah. That's why I'm like, hell yeah, okay, I can wear a hat then, because we like hats, right? So
Yeah. But yeah, so the one that we have at number 5, the 5th superstition is cutting your nails at night. I actually didn't know this one until doing the research for this show. But so
go on.
It's said that cutting your nails at night will bring bad luck or even death to your parents.
Oh my God. What?
Now, I don't know if this is popular now in like the 2020s, right? But yeah, apparently it is. So like the belief stems from a word play between yozume, meaning cutting nails at night, yoru, and tsume, right? Night nails. And then yozume also meaning shortening life.
Damn.
Yeah. So also cutting your nails in like any kind of dark lighting, long time ago was dangerous because like, of course you could, cut yourself and then
you can clip yourself,
get infected and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have a little story of nails clipping at night. I mean, I never knew that, clipping nails at night was a bad thing. But one funny story was I was living with my the family, everyone, like mom and dad, we were all living together with the in-laws as well in a house. And then my father-in-law was clipping his, perhaps his feet or his toenails, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing his own thing. I was like, okay, whatever. He's over there in the living room clipping his toenails, and then probably like an hour later, I passed by that area that he was at, and something stabbed me on my toes, like and something super like I got punctured in my foot.
Yeah,
like, what the frick is that? And I picked at my foot, and it was like the shape of it was this freaking toenail, bro, like a big ass toenail that stabbed the hell out of my foot, bro, when I passed by, and that was all funny and stuff at the time. But it was at night, so I could have died, bro, from that. I could have died from that freaking nail that had bacteria that he cut at night.
Yeah, you could have got infected and then got gangrene, and then
go figure. Sheesh. Thank God, man.
Yeah, so apparently because of this, like a lot of people avoid cutting their nails at night. And like I said, I don't know who knows about this because this is a pretty old one, but it's like similar, I guess, to like don't go out in a full moon or something like that. Oh, you ever hear that one? Don't go out in a full moon.
In a full moon? No, actually,
they say,
no,
like,
I have not.
Like crime, because one fact is that crime rates go up during full moons.
Wow.
But people's understanding of why is false. They think it's people are like committing crimes during full moon because like the full moon makes you more aggressive through some kind of magical thing. It's BS. It's just because they can see. Because criminals can see.
They can see more.
Yeah, it's like, there's that thing I want to steal. Go get it.
Yeah.
Or there's your face. I'll punch it.
There's your face. I'll punch it. Okay. Because you can see more, huh?
Yeah. Actually, so I actually watched the video about the research that they did regarding this. Yeah. Anyways, so
okay.
Getting to number 6, our 6th superstition in Japan is the one that you said: passing food from chopstick to chopstick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain, please. I
All right. Here we go.
Exact.
So, in Japan, passing food from your chopstick directly to another person's chopstick is taboo because it resembles a funeral custom in Japan where like they pass the bones of the person who's deceased between people using chopsticks. And this is after cremation. So I'm assuming that it's like the leftover pieces, like the super small pieces that didn't turn into ash. Yeah, so this is another one that's linked directly to Japanese funeral traditions. And yeah, so this is another one that in Japan you definitely do not want to do.
Yeah, you don't do that for sure.
Yeah.
You got to like take it and put it down on the plate or something. But yeah.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that until I was researching for this show. And like rewinding in my head, I'm like, oh no. I've done this so many times with my kids.
I see.
Because my kids don't know unless I say it or if my wife says it, right? And my wife probably didn't see at the time. So
Yeah.
hopefully somebody else will teach them that. Or I'll teach them from today.
From today, right?
So the 7th superstition we have on this list is fortune-telling booths in Japan. So like, if you go to a shopping mall in Japan, you'll see sometimes like there will be like this lady sitting at a small table by herself, pretty much doing nothing. But if you're lucky, you'll see her giving advice to someone, if you happen to understand Japanese, or on a busy day, there might be actually like 3 of them sitting down talking to people. And those people are fortune tellers. I'm gonna put air quotes, okay? Professional fortune tellers who offer various services, including palm reading, tarot card readings, and personalized astrology sessions. So like how we talked about like the tiger and the monkey and those kind of stuff, but like related to them at that particular moment, or if they're like thinking of getting a new job, should they take this job or that job? And what do the astrology signs say? Those kind of stuff. So there's so many people that actually believe that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
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 Yeah. And it has its roots in traditional Japanese fortune-telling methods. Like, it's just that over time, these practices like evolved, and then to make it more convenient, they just put them in the shopping malls.
I don't think I've ever seen it in a shopping mall, but I've seen a bunch of them like just in like a regular like neighborhood, not neighborhood, but like, where they have different shops and places, and there's like that one like,
So here's an example that I think everybody who has been to Japan and visited Disneyland will recognize. So Disneyland, if you go to the station, Maihama Station, on the opposite side, like if you go on one side, there's like that sidewalk that leads to Disneyland, right? But if you walk left out of the station, you'll end up at this place called Ikspiari, which is a shopping mall. And then if you walk all the way in to this restaurant called like Wave Jungle or something like that, there's like it's near the movie theater. But yeah. So in that area, there's always one lady, and it's always a lady who's a fortune teller. And one time I was passing by there, and I actually saw it was a really busy day. There were 3 of them. So they had 3 tables, 3 fortune tellers, and then 3 customers, and then people waiting in line. Apparently, it can get pretty popular at times, depending on the season.
Most of the Japanese men I know, super believe in those things, and they say a lot of them have so much different stories of those fortune telling ladies, like to the point where you're like, it's crazy. I gotta go someday. Because like my friend, he went and they said, you're going to get married in Italy in like 5 years. And he's like, whatever, dude. Or I mean, I don't know, whatever. I just made that up right now. But I mean, like she would say something, right? And they're like, okay. And it would really like happen. And it all happened to the same, I mean, like there's probably like 4 different people that I know that like said that whatever the fortune telling lady said, it like actually really happened.
Yeah.
And these are all like different people that I've heard of. Like the one guy has this story, the other guy has that story. And then it all was super true. Like, that's crazy. Like, wow, I'm freaking scared. That's like for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how? You know what I mean?
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Does it only work for Japanese people?
Dude, I think.
And then another thing about these superstitions too is like whether you believe in them or not can also have an impact on whether it becomes true for you or not. Just like the whole concept of placebo, right? Like if somebody gives you a medicine and tells you that if a doctor gives you this medicine and says it will cure your anxiety, and then they just give you a pill that has water inside and your anxiety gets cured, it's because you thought that thing was going to really help. And then as a result, you just relaxed and then your anxiety went away. And then it's been proven so many times that placebo does work in certain circumstances. If it's like super extreme, like they cannot tell you like, hey, this is a miracle drug that's going to cure your cancer. And then you're going to like not get cancer and like your cancer is going to go away because of that. Like that's reaching too far. But yeah, in other situations, it's been proven to work. So the eighth superstition that we have on this list is hiding your thumb when a hearse passes.
Oh, never. No, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, so I'm assuming this one's really old. And I kind of like the old ones because the old ones can be kind of...
more real.
Quirky.
No, yeah. Quirky, yeah. Now they seem more like for real, like legit. I mean, like
they
more
seem
true
more
or
fun,
something.
like if you were to put it in a horror movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, so let me describe it. So the thumb is referred to in Japan as oyayubi, or your parent finger, right?
Parent finger.
So hiding it when a hearse passes is believed to protect your parents from death. So another one about protecting your parents from death. And this one is tied to the idea of protecting your parents from the spirits associated with death, which may cling to a hearse and potentially harm them. Yeah, so the impact that this has on society is it's a common action that people just do because they know about it, even when they don't believe it. It's kind of like, here's a good one. It's kind of like when you get an eyelash on your hand, you just go, and you just blow it away. Even though you don't believe that you have to make a wish and blow your eyelash away. I mean, why not, right? Why not? The US equivalent of this is that there's a belief that holding your breath when you pass by a cemetery is similarly tied to death and afterlife. All right, so the ninth superstition that we have on this list is whistling at night. Whistling at night is thought to attract snakes, or according to some versions of this superstition, invite supernatural dangers like spirits or demons. And it originates from the idea that night was a time of danger and unknown entities. And in some regions, whistling was associated with criminals communicating in the dark. So the criminals communicating in the dark makes perfect sense. It's like people are saying like it's like, hey, there's somebody in the house, don't go inside right now. Like something like that, right? So this one, like I said, with the other one is actually pretty old and it's not really commonly enforced, I guess, these days, but like definitely older people, like your grandpa or something, like if they heard you whistling at night, they'd be like, hey man, don't do that. That's bad luck. And this one is similar to the superstition in the West where like you should never walk under a ladder. You ever heard that one?
A ladder?
Yeah,
No.
They say never walk under a ladder. I heard that so many times when I was a kid.
Really? Never.
It's just like a caution-based superstition. Because like if you hear somebody whistling at night near you and you don't know who that is, it might be dangerous. It might be, for example, a thief or somebody communicating with their accomplice, and you should probably get out of there. Or if you go under a ladder when somebody's working, right? If they fall, you're going to get hurt too. So like telling little kids to not go under a ladder makes perfect sense, even if it's a superstition.
Wow. I never heard of that one though.
I'm sure there's like more common ones that are being done today, but these were interesting to me. So I decided to add them to the list. So the last superstition that we have on this list is stepping on tatami edges. So like if you ever look at a tatami mat,
I think I know.
The outer edge usually has like some kind of colored fabric that has like a pattern on it. And long time ago, those patterns used to be your family's crest or some kind of symbol that represents your family somehow. But yeah, so it's believed to bring bad luck if you step on the edges of the tatami mat because they're considered sacred in traditional Japanese culture.
Yeah. What I heard about stepping on the edges was don't step on the edges or you'll get stabbed.
Stabbed?
like a samurai would stab your foot from under.
Oh, wow. So they took that one to the extreme, huh?
Yeah. Like, do not put your feet on the edges because that's super disrespectful to the people that are, you know, the ancestors or whatever.
Yeah.
Like how you explain. But instead of saying it like in nice ways, like don't step there. You're gonna get stabbed. You're gonna step on a samurai sword. They're like there, like waiting, and they're gonna go, "Hoo-ah!" You know, whatever, like yo, whatever the sound is they make.
What they say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo.
I think that's the one from the Taiko no Tatsujin, right? Is it?
Yo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Taiko no Tatsujin.
It sounds familiar. Is that the taiko thing?
The drummer game.
The drum,
thing.
yeah.
Because when you're walking around in the game center, you hear like whoa, and it's always that game.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And then this one, as far as the West is concerned, this is like how in the States. I don't know if you were ever exposed to this one, but you're not supposed to step on cracks in a sidewalk. You ever hear that one?
No.
Yeah, the saying goes.
What?
The saying in the US goes, "Step on a crack, break your mother's back."
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a bad luck thing
I've heard
that we have in the States.
Oh, I think I know one.
What's up?
Have you heard of like when you ever like? I mean, you know, you buy shoes, right? Brand new shoes.
Yeah.
And then you bring it home.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of anything about that? I mean, not about, but I mean, is there a certain thing that you do when you buy shoes and then you bring it home? Everyone tells me because I love shoes, so it's like when I get shoes, pretty much you open it and you put it at the entrance of your house or apartment or mansion, or wherever it may be, and you leave it there until the next day, and then you can use it.
What? First time I heard that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why, or I never like searched about it. But I mean, there's a thing.
But you don't know the reason why.
I don't know the reason why.
That's it for today's episode. If you have any questions or any stories you'd like us to share, let us know. And until then, excuse me, Masen, and see you.
Excuse me, my
See you.